right, guys, got another video here for you. I apologize if my eyes look weird. I'm extremely tired today. I'm basically just living off of caffeine and vitamin water, so apologize. But yeah, this is a video that I was thinking about today because I was watching the stupid press tour, or whatever the hell you call these anymore, of the new Fantastic Four movie, right? And everyone's talking about Superman and all this stuff. But it got me thinking about like slop again, and the slop they feed you, right? Especially in the modern world, it's like really bad. And what really made me think about doing this video now is when I went and saw Jurassic World Rebirth, I think is what it was called. I made a review about it. You guys can check that out. It's a past video that I made. But before the movie started, there was like this sneak peek video, this sneak peek preview of the new Christopher Nolan film called The Odyssey. And if you guys haven't looked at that yet, like, boy howdy, that is going to be one of the worst movies ever made. All the people that hated on, sorry, ate a salad. All the people that hated on the movie Troy and, you know, Kingdom of Heaven, and, you know, those are new atheist cringe. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Troy is an adequate telling of Achilles, or that Kingdom of Heaven is an adequate story about, you know, the Crusades or anything like that. But, you know, Hollywood used to have, you know, the slop was hidden better. It used to have some kind of quality to it. Even though it was shit lib, you know, atheist type stuff here. Sorry, got these like pieces of lettuce in my mouth still. I apologize. So professional of me. But yeah, they played this Odyssey trailer, and it was really, there was really nothing there. It was just like the Odysseus like floating out in the ocean, which I guess they're getting Matt Damon to play Odysseus, which is already a horrible miscast in my opinion, but that's the least egregious, actually. That's the least egregious, because I looked up the casting, and you're gonna have that, I can't say her name, that chick from the Us movie, the black chick. Zendaya is gonna be in it. Like, literally all the cringe is gonna be in it. Zendaya, Tom Holland, and they're just gonna have there's gonna be a lot of diversity, we'll put it that way, in a movie about Greece. It's like so stupid. If you guys don't know about The Odyssey, it's one of the greatest books ever written. So Christopher Nolan is going to basically give us this should be the Lord of the Rings of our age. It should be like that much of an epic, but he's going to completely screw it up. I think Pedro Pascal is in this. Speaking of Fantastic Four, another Anya Taylor-Joy, like all the slop is in it. Like literally every slop celebrity that you can imagine right now is going to be in this Odyssey movie. And so it got me thinking about it, like this kind of will tie into my End of Hollywood series a little bit, I guess, but I'm going to title this video something like The Slop They Feed Us, or something like that. And like I said, in the past, you know, I talk a lot about propaganda and mind control on this channel, and, you know, things like that, but in the past they used to just be a lot more subtle about it, right? Like they would kind of like whisper in our ear while they stabbed us in the back, but now they're just coming up and stabbing us right in the gut and like looking us in the eyes as they do it, and it's like, you're gonna like this, right? Another good example is like Assassin's Creed Shadows, when they released that reveal, right? I've actually been playing the game, and it's not great, I will say that you can tell the game was completely unfinished, and this whole Yasuke thing ruined the game. But, you know, I remember when they first revealed it, they put this out there as if like, oh yeah, this is just normal, guys. Like, there were black samurais in Japan in the 1500s. This was just absolutely normal. They didn't even like, it's what they do. They don't even like pretend that what they're doing is not completely absurd anymore. And they're doing this with the Odyssey. I mean, they're doing it with everything, right? Like, again, I saw the Fantastic Four trailer, and I went and saw Superman. By the way, Superman was awful. I'll probably do a review about that. literally an entire movie of Superman just getting his ass kicked, but that's beside the point. That's not what this movie's about. But they showed the Fantastic Four like reveal, and that movie looks so bad. You know, again, you got Pedro Pascal. This freaking guy is in every movie, and they all suck, right? Like the first time I ever saw this guy was in Game of Thrones, getting his eyes gouged out and his head exploded. That was the first time I ever saw him, and he's literally been in everything ever since. Like, he's in so many movies. He's in, like, The Last of Us, which I will never watch, but it's like I just have to see his stupid face everywhere I go. And he's also, like, a super shit lib. He's, like, Mark Ruffalo levels of shit lib. He goes on there and talks about how, like, trannies are, like, the greatest thing ever. So he's that level. And he's in everything. It's like him, Zendaya. I'm so sick of looking at Zendaya. Tom Holland is starting to bug the hell out of me, and I have personal reasons for that, because both of them are, they were in the Spider-Man reboot after Andrew Garfield, which those movies are all garbage. If you want proof of that, just ask anyone. This is an experiment. Go ask anyone what Tom Holland Spider-Man movie is their favorite, and I guarantee you they'll say the third movie. And the reason they say that is because the old Spider-Man came back. So it proves the point that Tom Holland always was and always will be a shit Spider-Man. So that's another funny irony to all of this. They just astroturf these guys. And what does Tom Holland represent? He's like the beta soy. I think Timothée Chalamet is going to be in this movie too. He's in everything now. He's in the Dune movies with Zendaya, by the way. You know, Anya Taylor-Joy, she doesn't bother me as much as most, but she's still kind of getting a little exhausting, right? It's a fatigue. That's the way, slop fatigue. It's the way to think about it. I mean, she's getting a little annoying. They put her in Furiosa. They're putting her in the Odyssey. They put her in all the Edgar movies. I forget, Robert Eggers movies. The guy that did like The Northman, The Lighthouse. She's in like all of his movies now. You know, again, she's not that bad, but you get what I'm saying. Like they've almost like run out of talent in Hollywood, because you have the Tom Cruises and the Brad Pitts. Like, they're leaving. They're getting old. They're gonna be dead soon, right? Even like Margot Robbie's like my age, millennials. We're in almost our 40s now, and you know, I'm a young millennial, so most millennials are in their 40s now. So like the Margot Robbies, you know, they're not, like, she's still hot, don't get me wrong, but you know, she's not like young anymore. So they're trying to push like, it's probably the Zoomers. Yeah, these Zoomer. But you know, then they got Matt Dadbod, as Jay Dyer says, Matt Dadbod Damon in there playing Odysseus. It's like, are you that tone deaf? You know, Matt Damon has been in almost every recent Christopher Nolan movie that I can think of. He was in Oppenheimer. He was in Interstellar. So I think ever since Interstellar, you know, he just shows up. And you know, I don't have anything against Matt Damon, but he's just like he's like Ben Affleck. He's kind of like a boring actor. Like, every now and then he's in cool stuff. Like, I like Ben Affleck Batman, for instance, but for the most part, the movies they do are by the numbers. And if you study like the CIA connections to a lot of these actors, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are actually completely astroturfed, and you'll know this by the movies they're in. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck have been in a lot of espionage movies, you could say. Same with George Clooney. These guys are like all basically astroturfed actors. You could look into that sometime. Just go read Wikipedia. That's what's crazy. This stuff is all out there. You can just go read it. But yeah, this video, I don't know how long it's going to be because I'm on my lunch, but you know, I was just thinking, I was just like, this is so annoying. Like, every movie now, this is why I'm doing this series, guys, The End of Hollywood, because it really is over. Like movies are over. We could have like an alternative Hollywood, but you know, like the Daily Wire tried that, they failed. You know, you have The Chosen, which is a really crappy show. That's like a Protestant evangelical, just awful version of Jesus. You know, the best hope we have right now is Mel Gibson, surprisingly. He's like the best guy left in Hollywood, and maybe Tom Cruise, because I still like Tom Cruise, but these actors are still succumbing. Not Mel Gibson, but if you saw my review for the new Mission Impossible, like, Tom Cruise is just succumbing to the modern age. He wants to make movies, but he's got to make like shitty movies. This new Mission Impossible, it was the shittiest one of them all, like by far. It wasn't even close how bad it was compared to the first 7. And so this is where we're at. So like now Christopher Nolan, that's why this video, I had to make it, and why I'm so annoyed, because I'm like, Christopher Nolan used to be considered, I mean, this is the guy that made the Dark Knight trilogy. Like, he made Interstellar. Interstellar, I think, is it still is one of the greatest movies in the last 20 years. It's up there for me with Blade Runner 2049. It's like that good. Ironically, Denis Villeneuve, I don't know, he made Blade Runner, and now he's making shitty woke Dune movies. So this is what's happening to these directors, is they're getting consumed by the slop. It's like the Dune movies on paper are great, but it's like you can't make them the way they want to make them, because then you're a fascist or whatever. Then you're Trump. It's like, because Trump happened, they can't just make movies good anymore, because we have to make everything from like a feminist diversity lens. And so, yeah, I'm sure that this Odyssey movie is going to just be all about shitting on Odysseus, you know, talking about what a toxic male he is, and how awful it was that he abandoned his island and all. They're not going to go into any of the interesting stuff. They're just going to talk about how shitty of a man he was. I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure of it. You know, they got black women playing mermaids and all sorts of stuff. It's going to be an absolute disaster movie, unfortunately. Not even Christopher Nolan will be able to save this one, guys. So, yeah, I don't know. And then you got Pedro Pascal. Like I said, he's in everything. This Fantastic Four movie, like, oh my gosh, I don't know how anyone is going to watch this. I don't know. I can't believe I watched Superman. Like, I just watched it because I was like, all right, I'll give it I'm kind of still willing to give DC, but it's fading. Like, other than Robert Pattinson, I'm over it, man. I'm over the superhero thing. I'll always like Batman, but like, I used to be a huge Spider-Man fan. I can't stand Spider-Man anymore. They've completely cucked and ruined everything I like about it. And Batman, they haven't done it yet. But Superman, I'd say they've done it, you know. A lot of people don't like Man of Steel. I get that. But Henry Cavill was a great Superman. That was the greatest Superman outfit ever put on screen. Batman v Superman, very flawed movie, but, you know, I still liked it. But now they're just going to reboot it, and who the hell knows what they're going to do. Like, I just don't care. I just don't care anymore. So, yeah, that's kind of the video, guys. It's going to be a little bit of a quicker one because, like I said, I'm tired. I just got to get through this work day. But it's something to pay attention to. Like, when you're out and about now, just pay attention to the shows and the movies and the celebrities that they put in front of us now. Like, the only one that I can think of where they've, like, thrown us a bone as men is Sydney Sweeney. You know, she's really hot. I mean, I don't like how slutty she is, because that's another thing that's annoying, is that you're seeing it with Scarlett Johansson now, how she's, like, bitching and moaning about how objectified she was. And it's like, the women will take advantage of it while they can, but then when they get in their late 30s, 40s, then they start talking about how shitty we are as men because we like beautiful women. And Sydney Sweeney's going on that road. She's going to hit the wall even faster, because the wall now, to me, is like what women hit the wall when they just mentally become like zombies. And you see this with porn stars a lot. Like, porn stars will basically they're almost dead by the time they're like late 20s. There's like that Emily Willis girl. She's in like a coma or something for drug use. There's Kylie Page. She just died of a drug overdose. And then they get all this plastic surgery, right? So women hitting the wall now, it's like been accelerated because their rampant sexuality is so unchecked now. And so Sydney Sweeney, it's like, yeah, they kind of threw us a bone, I guess, with her being like she's like the modern Scarlett Johansson, you could say. But at the same time, it's like, I don't need you to just give me like slutty women either. Like, can't we just get like a classy woman again? Can't we just have like women be normal and men be normal again? But no, you literally can't have that. I don't even think Hollywood or society's capable of conceptualizing this on a large scale anymore. You know, there's a book I'm reading right now called The Ethics of Beauty. It's an Orthodox Christian book, but it basically goes over this. It goes over the virtues, the good, the true, and the beautiful. A lot of people just forget about the beautiful, right? They don't realize how much that actually does affect society, right? And now we live in like Isaiah times where, you know, we're worshiping the ugly. Women literally rule over us. So kind of a side tangent there. But yeah, just think about it, guys. Just think about it. Pay attention to what they're feeding you. You don't have to accept it either. You don't have to like it. You don't have to go to movies. Like, movies can die at this point. I really don't care. They're so bad. Like, I haven't seen a movie this year. I don't even know if I saw a movie last year. I think the last movie that I really liked was The Batman. That was in 2022, and even that movie had a little bit of problems, a little bit of wokeness in it that could have been taken out, but that was probably the best movie that I've seen in that amount of time, right? So in, like, we'll say in the 2020s decade, we're halfway through it now, there's been one movie that I thought was decent in the theater, right? I even that, like, Smile, all these movies, these side movies I watch, like, none of them are great. They're all just kind of sloppy. You know, maybe like Nicolas Cage has done a couple. Like, I liked the what was it, the H.P. Lovecraft movie he did, The Shape of Color, I think is what it was called. But yeah, I don't know, guys, it's just all slop now. I mean, we used to have, like, inspiration, you know. Even Disney movies don't do it. We used to have, like, even if Independence Day was like a cheese bomb movie, you know, it's like we used to at least be able to feel something. And maybe that's just it. Maybe we've all waken up to the Matrix around us or whatever, not to be too cliche, but we've all kind of, like, seen, if you've ever seen the movie They Live, right? We've all put on the glasses now and we see the aliens. Because, yeah, I don't know, it really is nightmare goggles. Like, once you see it, you don't unsee it. And the worse it gets, the harder to unsee it is. So anyway, guys, that's the video. I didn't plug the channel again. I apologize, but if you guys are new to the channel, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, share the videos. I appreciate all the support. I really, really would appreciate if you guys like the videos. If you're going to actually watch the videos, please like the video. It really does help. So thank you guys again, and I will talk to you guys on the next one.